So if you ever you look up in the sky and you see a jet flying over, and behind it you see those trails of vapor behind the wings. So normally you associate that with a contrail, right? The engine is hot, it's at altitude, it's basically creating steam, right? It's like when you exhale when you go outside and it's cold. An engine at altitude at 6 miles is going to create that exact same trail, that vapor trail. And it's basically a product of combustion and heat. Now that's what normally we assume that was, but somebody who thinks it's a chemtrail says, well, that plane is spraying deadly chemicals, right? And these chemicals are designed to, oh God, there's a whole laundry list. Part of United Nations depopulation programs, or it's a chemical designed for mind control, or you could just go on and on. So it's some insidious plot by FEMA, the UN, some type of star chamber that's there to destroy the world. And I honestly, I have a friend who believes that's true. So what a lot of people do is they start, they'll gather up like samples of rain or snow and send it off to labs. And they look for different elements in that sample to say, aha, there's the chemtrail sign. So a lot of people, they'll get a lab test of their pond water or a stream or, a puddle in their backyard and say, look, we found aluminum oxide. Now we got them. But if you ever read a science book, about 6 or 8% of the Earth's crust is made of aluminum oxide, right? So my science majors lose their minds when we talk about this, right? Because it's like, it's natural. But a conspiracy believer in chemtrails think that this is kind of the smoking gun. So you have people that gather these samples up and they're sending them to labs constantly and they're posting them online and they're all saying, we got them this time. There are websites for this. I mean, there's lots of them. There's a guy named Dane Wigington out in California. This is kind of his whole reason for being alive. He just constantly posts every day about chemtrails. And of course, he's got a PayPal link on his website where he also makes a lot of money doing this, which is possibly another reason this happens. But yeah, that's kind of the short answer. There's a chapter on it. There's a long history of this, but it's alive and well. Yeah. And they're basically saying, look, there's no more natural weather. The government's making it all. And that's what accounts for storms and floods and everything. It's not, it's not the world that's doing this. It's evil scientists.